Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of our healing podcast. This is me, Mariam, and today we are going to talk about venting emotions. We will try to understand why emotional release and venting emotions is very important and why it is so necessary. And we will learn about how to comfort someone when they are crying and when they are feeling down. So, our very natural response to someone crying is don't cry. When someone is crying and feeling down, saying don't cry may not always be the most helpful or empathetic response. I think we are so terrified of our own emotions as a society. So, when someone's crying, the first response usually is don't cry. But crying is an energetic release. It's a very natural release that the body naturally does to cope with overwhelm. Well, it's also a very natural to want to comfort someone and alleviate their sadness. And uh, telling them not to cry can also invalidate their emotions and make them feel misunderstood. But I feel normalizing crying is also very important. Venting emotions and allowing people to release their emotions through crying is necessary and important too. So we just have to learn to be comfortable in sitting and dealing with someone's tears. Why emotional release and venting your emotions is so important, because if you don't let your emotions out, if you don't vent out, then it might be causing stress or discomfort. And emotions like anger, frustration, sadness and anxiety, and these negative kind of emotions can build up or pile up inside us if they are not released or expressed in a healthy way. So that is why venting provides a channel for releasing these emotions, which can help you feel a sense of relief and catharsis. Also, if you hold on to your emotions for so long without expressing them, it can contribute to an extreme stress. So venting allows you to let go of the emotional burden and reduce stress. Holding on to your emotions and bottling up emotions can have negative effect on your psychological and mental health, your overall emotional well-being. It may lead to anxiety and depression, or even it can compromise your physical health as well, like headache and sleep disturbances. So, when you express your emotions, you can better understand why you feel the way you do and gain insight of your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and triggers. So that is very important to understand and know that what are your triggers. You should know and be very aware of your triggers. What happens when you feel like crying, when you feel like down. So identifying triggers is also very important. um, when you express your emotions, it leads you to have a clear mindset, and it makes you able to think more rationally and find solutions to your problems. And sharing your emotions and experiences with others can deepen the connection and build empathy. Sometimes just talking about your emotions can help you find new insights and some ways and strategies to address the issues you're facing. So that is why it's very important to know and learn the responses that may be more comforting. You should know how to empathize with people, how to console them, how to deal with them, especially in this kind of situation. So here are some things to do when someone starts crying in front of you. You might automatically say don't cry, but here you need to take a pause before you speak it. Take a pause, instead say I am here for you, and you take your time and let it out. Ask them to let their emotions out. And you can say, yeah, I can see that you are hurting, you are suffering right now. If you want to talk about it, I'm here to listen. Give them your listening ear. Make them sure ensure them that you are all ears and you are here to listen to them without judgment. And ensure them that it's okay to cry, because crying happens and it is very normal and natural, a natural tendency, a very natural emotions of our humans. So sometimes we need to let our emotions out. It is very much needed. And I'm sorry, I know you're feeling this way. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. Is there something I can do for you to help? I can do for you. Take as much time as you need. I'll be right here with you. And I know you're going through a tough time right now. I'm here to support you. You can ask me for any kind of support, especially tell them to get a support, a emotional and psychological support from you, because at that time people just have they really have to have some emotional support. They have to have that pat on their shoulder on the back, that okay, it's okay, that's totally fine. Because people think that it is kind of stigma. If you're having anxiety or if you're feeling down and if you feel like crying, sometimes you just feel like crying all of a sudden, and it happens with you all of out of nowhere. You feel like actually crying and you do it, you cry. So people tag it with shame kind of thing, but it's not like that. You have all the right to feel the way you feel and express your emotions the way you want to. Don't hold back. Let them out. Let your emotions out. And remember, everyone's emotions and coping mechanisms are different. So it's very important to be attentive and to be present at the time and respond accordingly to the person's need, according to their need. Offering a listening ear and showing care and empathy can go a long way in providing comfort during difficult times. So never say don't cry. We say this to children, to adults, and to anyone who is crying, because most of us have raised in a society and in kind of home environment without emotional awareness. We don't have such emotional awareness that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel your emotions. It's totally fine. So next time when someone is crying in front of you, you can ask if there is any way I can support you right now. They might not answer or may not know like how to answer, what to say, and that's okay. That's okay too. They may just want to vent or talk. So listen. Sometimes we just want to let our emotions out. So please be compassionate with people, be empathetic. It is very important. And I would say be open and stay conscious to what is happening, not only what is happening around us, but you have to be very attentive and conscious what's happening within you. So if we are well aware of our own emotions, and we can understand our emotional state. So in this way we can better understand how to deal and how to cope with the situation, and how to empathize with others as well. Thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something, and I really appreciate your time and support.